Hey, I'm vTensiion and this is my OSRS Group Iron Man account. I'm mainly recording this for myself as a way to look back on the account and how I've progressed it, as over the past few years I've progressed my account and the group, and a lot of memories and moments have been lost to time, and I feel like keeping this diary of sorts will be nice to look at after more years have passed. So hi me in the future, and hey to any strangers that stumble across these videos. As you can see from my character summary tab, I currently have a combat level of just over 122, a total level of 2141 with over 161 million XP, and I've done that in just under 140 days, which is around about 3,360 hours. I've completed all quests in the game at the time and only have 9 achievements left in my diaries, and also have a number of combat tasks and collection logs completed, which I will go over later. My skilling tab, you'll see I've kept mostly balanced, with combat on the higher side, and I have 399s with HP being my first one, followed by range and strength, and cooking will be my next one within the coming month hopefully. Going into my combat tasks, you'll see that I'm 306 points away from elite. I've almost completed easy, done most of mediums, a lot of hards. I've done a few grandmasters, masters, and like 2/5 of the elite ones. You also see here, killed 5,000 bosses, 550 skilling pets, done 1 full raid completion, which is for the Cox diary, top skilling boss, winner Todd, top raid, as I just said. Cox. Finish everything Sire, everything but the last time traveler Amox the Ardle, all Barrows, Briar, Callisto, Crazy Archaeologist, all but one of the prime tasks and a lot of the corrupted Gauntlet and Gauntlet tasks. Strained Archaeologist, lots of the Grotesque Guardians, lots of Espori, most KBD, finished Kraken, done a Mimic, finished Moons of Peril there, Obor, Royal Titan, Ceres, Arachnus, lots of Musper, finished Skatizo, Temperos, finished vTensiion, Wintertod, Zora, and Zelcano. Going into my collection log, I've got very lucky on some drops and very unlucky in some other places, so my RNG sort of balanced out. I've got all these unside in my first 50 kills, I think it was, and no more, which is fine. 300 barrow chests and got unlucky some places and lucky in others. We've done a little bit of the wilderness bosses as a group. These percentages will even out over the time I go through. Very lucky on the Odium Shard and the Fedora. Got very lucky on Warrior Earrings and no Dragon Axe still. All these kills were before this was added, so it doesn't really count. I got my Ice Quartz drop in the boss kill. I fight Kev's pet, finished the gauntlet in 22 normal ones and 394 corrupted gauntlets. No Grador drops. I've got starting to get very unlucky on my Tourmaline core. Not that I have the boots anyway, but it would be nice to get. I have not got my compost bucket. Got no uniques from Huey. I've got 1 tentacle and 1 trident overall from all Krakens. Very lucky at Krill with the Zami hilt, but we still as a group have no Godsword shards. Moons has been an absolute nightmare for me. As you can see, I've done 380 chests, almost 390, and I've got 1 eclipse piece, putting me pretty unlucky, and 2 blood moon pieces, which I'm still very unlucky in. And I've finished blue moon and got an extra drop from there. 2 hill giant clubs is pretty lucky though. Still missing my bigger scroll, but very spooned on the staff parts. I'm pretty, doesn't look correct, but I'm very spooned on these, and I got my dragon harpoon from worms. Six Vorkath's heads in 188 is also pretty lucky, not that they do anything really. 2 times of fire is crazy, but again, and 11 of these, but no dragon axe. And very lucky at Sora, having all uniques. I think it was 300 KC, then another Tanzanite Fang, and another Onyx in my last trip. The raids, I have done 1 just to get through, obviously no drops. 4 Tob entries just for fun, and in here I have a Fang at 15 entry mode completions. Crazy lucky. Leave clues for last, so finished Camp Dozel. Finished Forestry apart from the golden pheasant egg. I have 6 Zenites at 700 KC, which is crazy lucky. Finish Motherlode. Finish random events apart from Stale Beget, like 99% of RuneScape players. A little bit of Revenants, not too much. Finish Rooftop Agility. Finish Shazium, finish Shooting Stars. Slayer, 14 Granite Mauls. Basilisk Jaw was super spooned. I have not done that many Basilisk kills. Tormented Demons, also mega spooned, 3 Synapses and 2 Claws at 555. I've finished my 2 Pharaoh Scepters, which is a little bit dry, but it's fine. 3 Zombie Axes spooned on, and 2 by Thieving. Minigames, I've got my Fighter Torso. Almost finished this, just in Marcostal Bay, but I'll go back once I feel like it. This Abyssal Lantern was ridiculous for me to get. I think this is exactly when I got it, so 1500 searches for my lantern, which is pretty sad. Finished the main parts of Mage Training Arena. Done what I would call the main bits of Mastering Mixology. Done lots of Mahogany Homes. Finished Pest Control and Rogue's Den. Almost finished Tithe Farm, I just need 1 more session. Bow Totems. And have not touched Volcanic Mine. Beginner. It's okay, it's a lot of... Oh. That's bugged, don't look at that chat. No boots, which is making me sad. I've got a gilded coif, which I'm pretty lucky on. In the shed, I've finished nearly all of my own pages and almost all of my blessings. The last two items I need there, I've got 5 scroll books. Like, they're not that cool, but like, it's a crazy drop rate. Finished some of my scroll cases, and in here, I have obtained a 3rd age druidic rope bottom on 3 master clues, which is a absolutely crazy pull. So my bank isn't the most organised or pretty thing in the world, so I'm sorry to anyone who has a nice and organised bank. 2 Obor's clubs. This is mainly all of my junk or stuff I just haven't sorted. Down to my gear tab, I've got the BCP and my Fang in the group storage at the moment, or someone's. Anguish, Fury, get our Swamp Trident, Ice Scepter, Divine Rune Pouch, layouts for all the Barrows gear that I plan on getting, running low on some prayer pots. Got the Burning Claws, Master Wand, and the layout of the Moon's gear, which I was planning on getting, but I'm a little bit depressed by it. This was my like outfits tab and stuff, but it's sort of got a little bit of junk. Got the runes and rune crafting stuff in here. This is the herb tab. The mining and smithing tab with some hemp in there, don't ask. This is the wood cutting and I guess construction fletching tab. Also got some more construction stuff, which is also agility and a giant soul amulet for whatever reason. I think this is mostly wilderness stuff. A little bit of extra stuff thrown in. This is just random junk and clues, and this mainly was for when I was doing CG grind. It sort of just turned into another junky tab, but we got our Bofa and our crystal armor, Serpelm, and our second Pharaoh's Scepter. The house is looking pretty good. It's got most of everything I need. This needs to obviously be replaced with a fairy ring and a spirit tree, but we got our altar, full jewelry box, ornate pearl, Nexus portal. We've got a few extra portals just around from before. We got, I don't think, got the bra from the quest, Mare Cathby from the quest, Pet Rock from the quest, which has a party hat on at the moment, Egg from the quest. We got the Hunluff, which is a very cool pet, very happy I got that. See the easy rewards in here, got Amulet of Magic, almost all the blessings. Bare feet, just the cape. Dragon's Scimitar Ornate's kind of cool. Gilded Dragonhide Coif. And again the 3rd age Druidic Robe Bottoms, which is absolutely crazy to get on an iron or any account in general. Oh, it's worth less than max cash at the moment actually, which is pretty surprising, but yeah, very, very cool. So thank you for anyone who watches this, especially if you make it to the end. As I said at the start, this is really mainly for me to look back on in a few years and just see where I am in my account and in my life. But thank you to anyone who did sit around just watch me ramble about my account in a medieval point-and-click MMO. I'm hoping that I will commit to doing monthly updates just to see what changes and what stays the same at the time. Right now for me it's back to fishing these last 16,000 Karambawanjis, which should get me either to or very close to 90 fishing. Anyway, thanks again and see you around.